Because many times when you think about oil and gas, you think about going offshore or maybe abroad, very
Right.
remote places.
Oh,
And
yeah, that does happen, and I have done that too.
okay, when did that happen?
That
Afterwards,
yeah,
Husky.
that happened afterwards at Husky.
Okay, so let's finish with Husky.
So yeah, as I was mentioning, my second position was in drilling and completions, but the timing of it wasn't very good. So if you remember, or my position started in late 2015, so around December of 2015. And if you remember, that was not a very good time for the oil and gas industry because the prices had crashed and were in a dumpster. So just when I started, within a couple of months, all the drilling had come to a standstill. So even though I was in a drilling and completions role, there wasn't really any drilling or completions going on.
So you were stopped doing nothing, just waiting.
Yeah, we were essentially waiting. Although I still got to go out to the drilling rigs for a couple of weeks before all of that happened. But yeah, I don't think I got the most out of that opportunity.
So that's sad. But then you change. Why did you change? Did you were rich, or did you reach them? You were looking online.
No, so again, I was still at Husky and I was in that rotational program. So after my 6 months, I knew I had to move on to my next role. So my next role was offshore. So I moved to Newfoundland, which is on the east coast of Canada. And now my role was that of a production engineer. So even though the operating assets were offshore, I was still based in the main office in St. John's. But yeah, all of our operating assets were offshore.
Okay, and production engineer. What do you mean? At the refinery or the offshore plant? What exactly?
So production engineer for the wells that were offshore. So I had a well pair that I was managing on a day-to-day basis. And this well pair was in a new prospective location. So this was called the pilot well pair. So all the data that we were getting from it was being used for the planning and development of the overall field.
And how far away are these fields?
I think it's about a couple of 100 kilometers at least from the coast.
Well, is that still Canada oceans or how does that works?
Yeah, so it's in the Atlantic Ocean.